Hi, I'm Lila and welcome back to the Living Wellness Lounge. Today I want to ask you an important question. Do you know what it feels like to spend time with zero demands on yourself? That means no phone, no to-do list, no being productive, nobody needing anything from you, no partners, no kids, no dogs, just time doing nothing. No demands, no expectations, no productivity. Well, I'm gonna guess that you don't know what that's like because that's not very commonplace in our culture, nor is it something that we prioritize or allow ourselves to partake in. We have gotten in a groove of needing to be hyper productive, hyper doing. There needs to be a benefit. We need to earn our existence. And that's really stressful and really exhausting. A lot of the people I work with deal with stress, burnout, anxiety, depression, lethargy, things like that. And part of having a regulated nervous system and not being in this malaise state is knowing what it feels like to be free of demands, nothing weighing on you, even if just for a small chunk of time. I know for me personally, I went a very large chunk of my life not experiencing this, not giving myself any time where it was okay just to exist and be without demands on me, without needing to be productive or get something done or get something out of what I was doing. When I first started doing yoga, I absolutely despised spending time in Shavasana or corpse pose, which is where you just lay there at the end of the practice, very still. It's a meditative state and you're doing nothing. And I thought, what a waste of my time. At least when I'm doing yoga, I'm getting a workout in. If I'm just laying here, I should be doing dishes or cleaning or working or something that is, giving me benefit and progressing me further in life. And then, through a lot of journeying and exploration, I learned that, whoa, there's value in doing nothing, in being untethered and just demand free for a bit. It allows us to reset our nervous system. It allows us just to feel safe and grounded and okay existing. And those are very important things to feel as you're going about your life and you are trying to live well and find wellness and find light and love in your life. If you're constantly being pulled in a direction and you never get to just stop and exist and just take everything in and process it and just be, you'll never discover your true essence or your true self. You'll never be able to show up with all the authenticity you want to show up with. And you're gonna be fighting those things you're feeling, those stressors, the lethargy, the lack of energy, the fatigue, the anxiety, the depression, all of it. You're gonna be fighting that as a lifelong battle. Now, I remember it took me a lot of mushrooms to fully unplug and give myself time where I was just existing and that was enough, where I wasn't trying to get something out of every moment that progressed me farther in life. And it's really scary to let go and just allow yourself to be. But it is such an important part on the healing journey. I am a functional nutritionist, an herbalist, and a yoga teacher. And the reason I chose those modalities is because I couldn't do the nutrition and herbalism without a spiritual piece. And that's because all disease is spiritual in nature. And that doesn't mean anything woo-woo. That just means that disease comes from living out of alignment with what nature intended. And so if we don't stop and get in line with what nature intended, it's going to be really hard to combat these ailments and symptoms and the malaise that a lot of us are fighting. And as part of this journey, the point of feeling good in our bodies is to give us space to live and learn and grow our purpose as humans here on this planet. So we clear the mud and we get down to the root of why somebody isn't feeling well. And it could be as simple as what they're eating, what they're doing, what they're not doing. But until we really stop and explore this person's experience in this world and why they do the things they do, it's going to be really hard to find sustainable long-term healing. I love using this with my clients. Time spent with zero demands on you. Even if you just do it once and you take a chunk of hours, 4 hours, and you just go lay in a park somewhere with no need to exercise or work out or read or consume or be needed, just literal time with nothing to do, nowhere to be, no demands on you, where you can just exist. It is cathartic. And I wanted to make this video to just see and check in if that's something you've ever felt and encourage you, if it's not, to take some time out of your day and not your day, just it can be your week or your month, just do it once. maybe you'll like it and keep doing it, but just take a piece of time and do nothing. Be nothing. Be nobody. Need nothing. Want for nothing. Just exist and let yourself feel okay just existing. Find the safety and warmth and love in just being. It's such an important exercise, and you can start seeing how that feels versus how it feels to constantly have demands on you, to be needed for this or that, or have this to-do list to check off, or be tethered to your phone that's constantly asking for your attention. That's the thing. Even if we're not directly doing a to-do list or working on something productive, even just like being out about in the world, things are pulling on us and wanting something from us. And that's really hard to understand and acknowledge without taking time where you don't have that. When you scroll social media, everybody on there wants your attention. They want your likes and your engagement. They want you to buy something from them. When you're in the grocery store, every product you see on the shelf wants something from you. There are constantly forces pulling at you, making it really hard to just be, especially if this isn't something you've explored before. So what you need to do is take some time away from it all. Unplugged, zero demands, alone. Yes, do it alone and just be. And I want to know, please report back or tell me where you're at right now, how it felt, how it went, what you experienced, and how that compares to your daily life. All right, that's all I have for now. Just wanted to talk about demand-free time, why it's so important, and encourage you to go explore this for yourself. Namaste.